The United States, the United Kingdom and Norway, known as the Troika, are asking parties to South Sudan conflict and elsewhere in the region to redouble their efforts to move the peace process forward. In a joint statement released today, the three countries urged the parties' leaders to demonstrate their political will by working together, which they say should build trust among themselves and the South Sudanese people. Winnie Cirino reports for VOA from Juba.
Reading from the joint press statement in Juba today, Lars Andersson, the Norwegian ambassador to South Sudan, said the revitalized peace deal has reached a critical juncture, given that the agreed to date for forming the transitional government of national unity is just a few days away. Andersson says parties to the conflict and regional leaders must work together to end ongoing violence in some parts of the country.
To demonstrate political will, we urge the parties to work together in a spirit of compromise to build trust amongst the South Sudanese leaders and the South Sudanese people. The agreement has brought a welcome reduction in violence in most parts of the country, but civilians are bearing the brunt of continued fighting, and a troubling pattern of sexual violence persists.
Parties to the agreement have repeatedly blamed delays in implementing security arrangements on a lack of funds. South Sudan in Focus reported yesterday the South Sudan government recently signed a 2-year contract to pay a U.S. lobbying firm $3.7 million to boost ties with the Trump administration and block the formation of the hybrid court. Andersson says the parties are slow in implementing the deal because they have failed to cooperate and agree on priorities left unresolved in the agreement, such as the number of states and the boundaries. Noting that implementation of the deal is behind schedule and several key benchmarks have been missed, Andersson says the parties must decide together what happens next.
Any decision on forming the transitional government as scheduled or delaying to a later date should be made through consensus of the parties. If the parties come to a consensus that a delay is required, they should develop an achievable plan to resolve outstanding issues and move forward in a defined time frame. An open-ended delay could slow momentum and put the peace process at risk.
The Norwegian ambassador praised IGAD's special envoy to South Sudan for engaging non-signatories of the revitalized deal in the peace process. He says it's crucial for all South Sudanese to support efforts to make the peace process inclusive. Andersson says IGAD will play a key role in overseeing discussions about the formation of the transitional government, including the upcoming summit in Addis Ababa.
We appeal to IGAD to appoint a permanent chair to revitalize Joint Monitoring and Evaluation Committee, which monitors the agreement's implementation. The Troika reiterates its commitment to the people of South Sudan and urges the parties and the region to seize this opportunity for peace.
Irregardless of whether there is a delay in forming the transitional government, Andersson says elections should be held by March 13, 2022 as originally scheduled under the revitalized peace deal. For VOA News, I am Winnie Cirino in Juba.